Hey guys, just wanted to explain a little bit about MadMapper and kind of what the setup is in here and how it corresponds to ProPresenter upstairs. So this obviously drives all the content for the LED wall on the stage. The kind of main setup here is you have your cue list down here that you build out the show in. Up here, it's going to show your fixtures. So we have the center fixture, we have the right fixture, and we have the left fixture, which correspond obviously to left, right, and center up there. Normally I just leave all of them highlighted so I can see what's going on. These will take you to different menus, so you want to make sure you're on the light bulb there, and then those, yeah, take you to a different screen, I believe. Yeah, so the main stuff that we mess around with is basically dragging whatever content you want from over here down into your cue list. So let's say we've got our walk-in look here that is currently blank, so that's good. And then we go into song number 1, which comes up there, but let's say we wanted to change the background for song number 1 to something different. This is all the content that's preloaded. It's under movies over here. So it's just as simple as swapping out. So let's say we have a song and we want this background. So as long as all 3 of these are selected over here, just click play on there and it shows what's going on. It looks a little bit different up there, obviously, but it's actually kind of cool. But there's that. And then to get it to actually stick, you right click here and update scene. And I'm not actually gonna update it. Well, yeah, might as well. So update scene. So now when I move on and come back to it, it comes back to what we updated it as. So you don't have to worry about it. Some other common adjustments here are just our intensity. So as we bring that up, it obviously gets brighter up there. So that's something commonly that we use. So really what the interesting thing is down here is we use the communication queue upstairs control down here. So when the ProPresenter operator clicks a slide up there, it advances down here as well. So how that works is we right click, I think it's Midi control in. Yeah, so, and this is where we're setting, you can see Midi channel 1, octave 0, note, so it's C0, number 24, which when we look at ProPresenter, that will correspond to that. So it's saying, hey, when you see C0, that means we want it to advance to the next cue in the cue list. So I'm going to show you in ProPresenter here what that means. So I'm going to remote in just to the screen up there. So normally, obviously, you'd have to be upstairs, but since we can remote it, I'm going to do this. So now we're looking at the ProPresenter screen upstairs, and you can see we've got these little Midi cues, communication cues right here, this little blue one. So we would put these whenever we want the background to transition down here. So we right click this first slide here, and if it's already got a cue on it, we're gonna go edit cue, and then Midi. And we just wanna see like this one is actually incorrect. That's awesome. So device is Midi, Midi note on, channel 1. And we're actually gonna switch this, remember, to C0 or channel 24, and then the intensity should always be 1, so we click done. So now when we click this, it will advance the background down here. So yeah, so the way that we think about them is when we add those Midi cues in, communication cues, you know, traditionally it would be, okay, we're gonna have the same background up all through the pre-service loop, and then when we go into the first song, we would have it transition. This song, we actually have it transition quite a few times, because it's a little bit more high energy of a song, but so between songs, we'd want it to change. And then after that song going into the host, we'd want it to change. We're actually gonna have it change going into the video, and then again into the host. And so we build this out based on how many Midi cues there are up here to make sure that it tracks.